I'm saying something that has nothing to do with Senator Cruz or his family. It's about the rest of us. All those who are expressing sympathy for the Cruz family. I want you to think about how you are ordinarily and whether you're sympathetic or unsympathetic, and that includes me. Now, many of you have noticed I don't swing at Ted Cruz or at any of the players of the game the way I used to. Some of you even question whether I still have the fire. Oh, it burns. I promise you that. But not in the same way, and for multiple reasons. I think independent voters in the core of this country are sick of that. Even refereeing the game, as I tried to. I think you're sick of it. I think you want something better. You're done with left and right. You want reasonable. And I respect it. And you're right. And I'm not designing my show for partisans who live for that stuff, but for you who want better, who wants more light and less heat. But I'm going to be honest with you. There's a personal reason as well. I had a challenging year, right? No big deal. Taught me a lot of things. Taught me a lot of things. Some of them hard. Some of them maybe I needed to learn. But you want to know something I don't talk about as much? The year was harder on my family. They paid a price for no good reason. Actually, for bad reason. Paparazzi, keyboard warriors. They were put in a bad position and forced to answer for things that they had nothing to do with because of my decision to help my brother. And because too often we're too mean to too many people and we do it for sport because it works, because negativity is a proxy for insight. And all's fair in love and war, right? Now, what kills me is I didn't see it coming for them. Kills me. And as someone who grew up being bullied and all the good stuff that comes along with who my daddy was, you'd think I'd know better. You'd think I would have picked a different line of work. And there I was, repeating the same problem, doing it to my own, and I hate it. So I don't do the job the same way because I want to try to limit the rage that comes to them for bad reason. And I know that's the right thing to do. You don't have to be an ass to be critical. You don't have to try to destroy someone to make a point or to shed perspective. I believe in disagreement with decency. I think it's the key to a better future for us. And I want people in the game, the media, the pundits, and players who are all saying nice things right now to remember that when they go back to business as usual and add to the poison politics that dominates. Because everybody right now is acknowledging by their apparent compassion that there is a cost to destroying everyone and everything you can for sport, for advantage, because it works. And right now, I bet you they're already, right now, social media, blame. Cuomo blames Senator for what happened with, Cuomo says same to me. Cuomo blames media, goes after all kinds of BS, twisted to the negative. And they know it's not fair. They know it's out of context, but they're doing it to score points. One crab tries to climb out. What do the other crabs do? Chick, 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 pull him back down. Now, it's the wrong way to play the game, okay? The right thing to do is to try to be part of a solution. I learned a lesson. The best way to fight what you oppose is to not be that thing. Not to just attack what you oppose. That's easy. Can we be better? I wish better for the Cruz family. I hope the senator is okay. I hope his wife is okay. And I hope the kids are all where they need them to be. I really do. And I really hope that the rest of us take a message in it. Because it doesn't have to be directly related. It doesn't have to have anything to do with it for it to be a moment worth examining. If you care about them now, care always and in all ways. It is killing us to be the way we are in all different kinds of ways. And I'm looking at myself too, and I'm trying to be different. Are you?
Hey, thank you for watching. Please go to newsnationnow.com, newsnationnow.com, and you can find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button down below. Then you will get more of News Nation's fact-driven coverage.